Hi guys, so recently I've been having trouble with an engine management light coming up on my 2009 Audi A4 2 litre TDI. It's 140 brake version saloon, and basically I've got a small cheap fault code scanner that I bought off eBay for about 30 quid. It's a maxi scan MS309. And basically when I've scanned the fault codes, it gave me a P2452 error code, which comes up with DPF circuit sensor differential pressure sensor basically. This is your little DPF pressure sensor, which I presume what it does is measures the pressure inside the DPF to tell whether you've got a blockage, etc. I put the error code into Google and it directed me to the Ross Wiki website, which is quite handy for searching for VW Audi error codes. Put the code into there and it came up with the possible causes, which the most likely one was this sensor failing. So I've bought this one off eBay. I'm going to show you whereabouts it's located in the engine bay and show you how easy it is to fit really. It's basically two pipes on the bottom, one big, one small, and a T30 Torx bolt in there, and your simple electrical coupler, 3-pin electrical coupler on the end there. So the tools I'm going to be using will be a T30. I'm actually going to use this Allen key one rather than the socket. I've tried using the socket on it, but there's not enough clearance between the bolt and the bulkhead. The padding in the bulkhead fouls the back of this, so you can't actually get onto the back of the screw properly because it's facing towards the bulkhead basically. You'll see what I mean in a minute. That's why I'm going to use this one. Just a cheap Torx bit, Torx key set really, that I got from Halfords a few years ago. So that's the T30 that we're going to use. Also we're going to use a set of needle nose pliers, because these two pipes have got spring clamps on them to clamp the hoses onto there. So we're going to use those. So yeah, I'll pause you now, and when we come back we'll be looking at the engine bay. Right, so here we are with the engine bay. All you need to do basically is pop this plastic cover off. I've already popped this one off to make it quicker. It's just held on with 4 rubbers, which pop off here, here, here and here. Just put this to one side for a moment. And the sensor is actually located on the back of, just get you in position, on the back of this one here. Let's take it off and get you a bit closer actually. So the sensor, as you look at the engine, we've pulled the plastic cover off, this cover right here. So the sensor that we're looking for is on the back of here. You can see it right there. It's actually mounted to the back of the that plastic covers support, one of them. So all we're going to do is pull that coupler off, the electrical coupler. That comes off quite easy. Just push the pin and slide it off. There we go, one-handed. Tuck that between the pipes to keep it safe. Then all we've got to do is remove this T30 Torx screw. So we'll do that right now. Just put the new sensor out of the way there. So it's a T30. You'll see what I mean about the clearance between the bulkhead and the screw. If I'd used that socket, it would have fouled on here, so I can't really use that. So we're going to loosen this off. It's not done up very tight anyway. Not quite sure how many newton meters, but it's a bit tricky one-handed. So I'll just spin that loose. Make sure you don't drop the screw, because otherwise you'll be jacking the car up and ferreting around in the under tray. Just put that safe. And then there are the two hose clamps there. what you'll have to do is just turn the sensor to the side so you can get your pliers on the fins. So I'll do that and then I'll bring you back. Right, welcome back guys. I've just pulled the 2 clips down from the sensor. In the end what I had to do is go and get this large pair of pliers instead, because the clamp on the wider hose slid down there now. I'll try and pull it back out. Show you what I mean. The clamp on the thicker hose is quite a robust clamp, so you need a fairly big pair of pliers to move it really. The one on the small hose is quite simple to move. You've just got the 2 prongs to push together and slide it down out the way. Then what I found is the thicker hose is quite hard to remove from the sensor as well, so if you pull the small one off first and then you're able to rotate the sensor, slide it out the end of the big one. So there's the old sensor, 2 different size hoses. So that's the old one removed. So the refitting is just the reverse of that. I'll come back when I've got it refitted. Right, welcome back. You'll see the new sensor is all fitted. There was one slight problem with it. I bought the one which says made in Malaysia on the sticker. To be honest, it's probably going to do the same job. It was about 20 quid cheaper than the one that says made in Germany written on it. The only thing I've noticed with it is this back end is the same thickness as the rest of the sensor, so I've had to use a longer bolt in it, because the Audi one cuts off about here, so the actual sensor is thinner where it bolts on, so the bolt's a lot shorter. So I've got a normal 10mm bolt in there now, which sticks out a bit, but it's not going to foul on anything. It's not going to catch the wire, so that should be fine. Other than that, it's just putting the plastic cover back on and reconnect the battery and you're done. Yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. Please rate, any comments, any questions, let me know. Cheers.